All right, today we are talking to realtors. We are talking to people that are buying and selling homes. Anyone buying and selling homes? Realtors for sure, but we are coming with you. It's on our website um, about how we can help you with selling and buying and improving your home, especially when it comes time to selling. So we have it's four technically, but it's three realistically, making it easy. So first thing we have is called a Painter for a Day program. So it's pretty much a flat rate. We come for the day, whatever you need done. It's 7.5 hours because the guy's got lunch. So 7.5 hours are there. We use the paint that you have on site, fixing cracks, filling nail holes, touch-ups on walls. They're there to help to make sure the house looks good for pictures, or that if people moving in, they just want some stuff done. It's a great way just for a quick home improvement here. Great ideas for Christmas, birthdays, Father's Days, Mother's Days, who knows? Anyway, so the other thing is we call them like a pre-listing type of a almost event, basically. Not pre, yeah, pre-listing, pre-sell. So people that are looking to sell their houses, we actually have a pay at closing type program. So it's a finance company out of Florida. You apply online. They give you, it's a non-secure loan, I think it's called. You fill out the information, you tell them what you want, and basically, it's kind of like a third party in a sense. So like we give you the price for painting the whole house. You've signed the agreement that this is what it's going to pay. We submit it to them, and then within that, between you and us, we file an agreement as far as how payouts are going to go. So we're going to do 40% deposit. They pay that, or 50, 60% done for a payout. We get that. Final, we get that. And then the best thing about it is you don't have to pay till closing. So the house closes, and then that's when you have to worry about it. So it's kind of nice because everyone can get paid. All the contractors not waiting to pay their guys, not waiting to pay materials. Everything gets taken care of. The cool thing about that program is you can not only use it for painting, but if you have other home improvement type projects, flooring is probably the biggest one, and windows kind of falls pretty close to that. So if you have flooring that needs to be updated, fixed, repaired, replaced, you can use it for something like that also. And that is through Notable Finance. They're out of Florida, but it's been a really, so far, a cool program to work with. The other thing, we call it the Move-In Ready program. We had this happen with a family in St. Charles. So they found us on Google through Google Maps based off of our reviews and based off some AI stuff that we had done. And they called us, asked for a virtual estimate, which we pride ourselves on. So we use their online listing. We used both. We used Zillow and we used Redfin because both of them had some different information. But we got as close as we could to the size of the rooms that they wanted painted. We gave them an estimate for that. Had a tentative yes. If there's anything special or pressing that may not have been on there. So we scheduled an appointment to go with a realtor. Got in the house, did a quick walk around. And we had him on the phone while we were doing those walkarounds to see, if we missed anything. Best things that I don't say missing, but it's not really. There's no other good word for it. Is sometimes the online listing will show a dining room, 12 by 12, but it may only be two walls because it's open, or open wall concept. They'll measure that living room, but there may not be 4 walls to paint. So we were able to adjust the estimate for that. But the other thing it doesn't account for is ceiling heights. So sometimes it doesn't show we got a 19-foot foyer. So there'll be some adjustments when it comes to that. And then if there's drywall repairs, drywall cracks, water damage from windows, what have you, that we can see on hand. And then we were able to just go through that, update the estimate, and she was able to sign it, gave us a deposit right away. And then we had a color designer set up. That's 100% free also. So the color designer came in. Again, I think she had a general contractor there. She was there with the general contractor talking to her. And they figured out the colors. They filled out our color selection form. They filled out the name of the color, the color number. I'll have numbers on there, and figured out the sheen and which one's going to go where. So we had a perfect which one went where type of a thing for our crews. And then it was kind of a back and forth. We got a lockbox, the realtor lockbox. We buy them at Home Depot, and we use them on projects when people are living remote. And so we just get a key, put it in there, have the little push button type things to get in and out of the house. And after every day, pictures, giving them updates so they kind of knew what was going on. So when they moved in, it was move-in ready. They came home, and they were able to move in our house. We actually added more work after they moved in, but for what we initially did, that was the whole point of it, that these areas were done before they ever moved into the house. Kind of removing the stress and removing the odor, removing the mess, and not worrying about movers coming in and out. And then the other is a project financing. So through our estimating software, through Paint Scout, they actually have a partnership with WiseTech, and WiseTech actually can finance painting projects. I think it's $1,200. It has to be $1,200, and you can finance it. So between the move-in ready and moving out, these type of jobs have evolved. It used to be painter for a day, and we don't do a ton of those anymore. We did a pretty decent amount of them last year for gifts, which kind of was cool. But when we start doing whole, like moving in, moving out, you're talking anywhere from $6,000 to $10,000 on some of these jobs, because you're painting ceilings, you're painting walls, you're painting doors, damage from maybe there's pets, damage from kids when they got the posters on the walls. So all that stuff's getting fixed, so it just looks perfect moving in, moving out. So those, as the size of the job goes in, you have moving expenses, you have flooring, you have whatever else. So not paying for painting up front is definitely a benefit. So we use the project financing through WiseTech, and they have different ways to do it. Once you send the estimate, it has a link on there. You go on there and they give you all the different options. So those are different ways we can help you moving, selling, realtors helping to sell as well. Hopefully that's a benefit to you guys. Anything we can do to help is what we're here for. If you got questions, please let us know. If you want an estimate, click the link in the description to get an estimate. Hopefully you liked the video. If you got questions and have questions about this or anything else about painting that we can do a video on, put them in the comments too. We'd love to see how we can help you answer your questions. You guys have a great day, and God bless.